guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Crow Gal, and welcome to a What Sold video. Today we're going to be going over all of the things that sold. I'm looking at my notes. All the things that sold from June 9th to June 15th. So that's from Thursday to Wednesday, and it was not a good week. It was not a good sales week. I'm kind of bummed that this is the first What Sold video I'm filming for my channel, and my week was so terrible. But that's kind of the reality of reselling. Like, sometimes you have fantastic weeks that just blow your mind. Sometimes you have weeks that are spot on, like you do your kind of typical average amount of sales. And then sometimes you have weeks like I did this previous week that are not good. I have yet to resell like going into summer. Like, I was selling on the RealReal last year over summertime, but I wasn't selling on Poshmark, eBay, or Mercari. So this is my first time possibly being able to experience what other resellers call like the summer slowdown, which is exactly what it sounds like. As you go into summer, sales tend to kind of stall a little bit, become a little bit more stagnant, and drop off a bit. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening to me. I'm listing every day. I am cross-listing to, on 3 different platforms. I, this week, started delisting and relisting like really old items, so that was really helpful. But I'm doing everything in my power to generate sales, and it's just not happening, which leads me to believe it truly is that kind of summer slowdown. So regardless, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna be sharing all of my sales on those 3 platforms, Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. I will be telling you what the item sold for, and then what I made after taxes and fees, and if there was a shipping discount and all that jazz. I kind of decided I'm not going to calculate like what I made after cost of goods. That's just kind of a lot of work that I don't really want to, it's not even a lot of work because I have it on a spreadsheet, but I just don't want to do that. So here and there, like, I'll kind of mention, oh, I paid up for this item, or oh, this item was only $1, or I got this at the bins, or things like that. But I'm not going to calculate my profit after taxes, fees, shipping discount, cost of goods. I'm not going to include that. So when I say like my profit was XYZ, it's going to be after those things that I just mentioned. Any type of taxes or fees that the various platforms take, and then especially on Poshmark, if I offered a shipping discount. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to scooch so I can pop up pictures of what sold over here. I have my phone, I have my notes, so if I'm looking down, that is what I'm looking at. So Thursday, June 9th, I had 2 sales, both on Poshmark. The first was a pair of IAB MFG. IAB stands for I Am Becoming. David Bowie athletic shorts. These sold for $23, and I made $18.40. I see this brand pretty frequently. I've never picked it up. The only reason these piqued my interest was because they had David Bowie's face all over them, and I thought that was like really niche and cool and different. So I picked them up. They sold quick, about like a week and a half. I would definitely get these again, especially if the price was right. My other sale on that day were these 14th and Union wedge heel sandals. I sold these for $15, and I made $10.28. I would never pick these up. I got these in an eternity ago, like last year. I don't even know when, to be honest, maybe like November. I ordered a thread up shoe mystery box. It was terrible. And this was a pair of shoes that was in there. So frankly, I don't even know if I made my money back. I think after I calculated, I paid like $6.50 per pair of shoes, I think. So if that's the case, I did make like $4. But this is not, like, the only reason I had these was because they came in the box. This is not a brand nor a style that I would ever pick up. Moving right along to Friday, I had 3 sales, 2 on Poshmark, 1 on Mercari. We'll start with Poshmark. I sold this Magi reversible Ditsy Daisy ruffle bikini top. I love this brand. I sold this for $28, and I made $22.40. I love selling swimwear. Excuse me, it sells really fast for me. It's usually pretty cheap at the thrift, and this brand in particular, I feel like some brands I know I'm only gonna pick up 1 pieces, like One pieces are kind of the only thing that sell, but this brand, they specialize in reversible swimwear. So the separates, like the bikini pieces, go for a decent chunk of change. I paid $2 for this, so I made $20. This was a super cute top, the ruffles, and then there was like a funky tie in the back. I have a couple other of these in my closet. I've sold a handful. Highly recommend, especially like I say with any other item, if the price is right. But the nice thing about like bikini tops and bottoms is they're usually really cheap. Like I said, we got a lot of swim stuff in here, y'all. We got a lot of swimwear. Next up, this was by far my best sale of the week. I sold this Carla Coletto Basics Ruched Bandeau bathing suit. I sold this for $92 and my profit was $71.88. I got this at the Goodwill for $5.99. I had no idea what this brand was. I had never heard of it. And the tag just spoke to me and I looked it up and my jaw dropped because her stuff is cha-ching. It is super pricey. So I thrifted a ton of swimsuits in like February, March. I mean, I thrift them all the time, but I specifically remember thrifting them then because I'm like, okay, it's not summer yet, but we're going into summer and I feel like these will fly once like May and June hits. And that's what's happening. This is a BOLO brand for sure. All right, and then my last sale for that day was on Mercari. I sold this pair of native Jefferson shoes. These were kind of like a pink, blue, white pattern. I sold them for $18. My cut was $15.38. I love selling natives. Are you going to make a ton of money? Absolutely not. But they sell so fast. I think I have sold 4 pairs. All 4 pair have sold, and that's been kind of recently, maybe in the last 2 months or so. I never used to pick them up, and I started watching a channel, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. I'll link it down below, but she specializes in kids clothing, shoes, all that jazz, and she said like you gotta pick these up. Like they sell like hotcakes, and you know, she was just raving about them. So I started picking up natives and man, do they fly. They're nice because they're really lightweight, and I think because they are a very like light rubber shoe, like they're not cheapo. They're good shoes and they're expensive. Like you can buy them at Nordstrom, but like I feel like thrift stores think that they're not worth a lot, so they price them really low. I have never paid more than $5. Usually I get them for like $2.99 or $3.99. So highly recommend picking these up. Again, are you gonna make a ton of money? No. Is it gonna be a quick flip and you're gonna like quadruple what you paid? Yeah. All right, Saturday, June 11th, I didn't have any sales. We did not like that. Sunday, June 12th, I had one lonely sale on Poshmark. I sold these Lululemon Train Times pants in gray. I sold these for $48. My profit was $36.68. I think I mentioned this with, oh, I don't think you guys have seen that video yet. It'll be a haul that goes up next week, but I talk about Athleta and how I only like picking up newer Athleta. Either newer Athleta, like where the style name is written on the waistband, or printed on the waistband, or Athleta that is very, like stands out visually, so I know I could Google image search it. And with Lululemon, I'm exactly the same. I only pick up newer Lululemon, which means all of like the, code around the size dot. I'll pop in a picture of what that looks like. You have your regular size dot where it's just the size. Then you have the size dot with like 6 characters around it. And then you have a size dot that has like, I don't know, maybe like 15-ish. The one that has the 15 numbers and letters, you can search to find the actual style. And that's the only way, those are the only pieces that I pick up now because they're the only ones that will sell for me. It's the easiest way to get a stock photo. It's the easiest way to get a description of the item. And you're not spending like an hour on the computer or on your phone, trying to find, you know, these shorts that look a certain way and whatever. So I only pick up newer stuff. This was a newer piece. I don't remember how much I pay for these, but I never pay up for Lululemon. So my assumption is these were probably like $6.99-ish. Between like $5 and $7, and so a $36 profit is great. Okay, Monday, June 13th was a decent day. I had 4 sales. I had one on Poshmark, 2 on Mercari, 1 on eBay. So we'll start with Poshmark, another swimsuit. I sold this J. Crew Ruffles Scoop Back one piece for $40. My profit was $30.28. I got this at a Salvation Army and it was half off, so I think it was like $3. Super cheap, super cute. Surprisingly sold quickly. I only picked this up because it was a J. Crew swimsuit. I don't like selling J. Crew. I don't like picking it up. I've kind of been there, done that. Stuff just sits forever. So this was, like I said, super cute. The size was right. I think this, yeah, this was a size 12. So again, like the theme of this is gonna be in the thumbnail or something, because the theme of this needs to be like swimwear all day long. Okay, on Mercari, I had 2 sales. I sold this Beach Riot off the shoulder starry bikini top, which was new with tag. This sold for $35. My earning was $30.18. I remember I got this at Goodwill for $5. I had this listed higher. I had it listed for 52, and it sat and sat and sat and sat and sat, and it got a ton of attention, but no bites or really lowball offers. So somebody came to me with a $35 offer. I took it. Beach Riot is a fantastic brand. I've sold a lot of their stuff in the past. Leggings, sports bras, like athletic wear, but swim stuff is definitely worth picking up. The second and last sale that I had on Mercari were these Kindred Bravely postpartum joggers. I sold them for $31 and I made $26.70 after taxes and fees. I love Kindred Bravely. This style in particular is not my favorite to sell. I like selling the leggings. I like selling the maternity leggings and more of the maternity geared stuff. Like these are postpartum, like it says in the title. So they were definitely like a more casual piece, less structured, more of almost like a sweatpant, if you will. But it is a fantastic brand. Every piece I've picked up has sold, 100% sell-through rate, so keep an eye out for sure. And then my last sale on Monday, June 13th was on eBay, and I sold this pair of Spanx The Perfect Pant High Rise Flare. This was the first time I've ever found flare. I love selling Spanx just in general, but this was the first time I'd ever found a pair of flare Spanx, and oh my gosh, they were so cute. The stock photo was great. They are like quality, heavy duty flared pants. These sold for $60. My profit after everything was $51.30. I pretty much pick up like any and all Spanx unless it's the Assets brand, which is like their lower tier. It's like, I think it used to be sold at Target. I don't even know if it exists anymore, but I think it used to be sold at Target. I don't really pick that up anymore. I used to. But pretty much anything Spanx I will get. I was happy with this. I had them listed higher. I think I had them listed for $75. Somebody offered $60. They had gotten a lot of attention, but all of the offers were, I mean, I was having people offer like $30, $35, $38. So when I got an offer for $60, I took it. Okay, on Tuesday, I had 2 sales, one on Poshmark, one on eBay. On Poshmark, I sold this pair of Novara women's padded cycling shorts. These sold for $17. My profit was $13.60. So actually, both of the sales from this day were from delisting and relisting items. So I use Posher VA, and this week, I just started doing it this week, I have been delisting and relisting 50 items per day. And I'm doing that with items that are 60 days or older. So basically there's a feature on there where you can choose how many items you want to delist and relist and how old you want them to pull from, essentially. Like I said 60 days or older. So that's kind of the pool that Posture VA is pulling from. When I say 25 items, they're pulling 25 that are 60 days or older. They're deleting the original listing and then relisting it for you. So your item goes back up to the top of the search. It goes back up to the top of your closet. This, I mean, I am seeing great, it's working for me. Like I'm selling these items. And yes, these are like lower, like monetarily, these are like lower sales, right? Like $17. The other item I'm going to talk about was $14. However, a lot of these are bins items from like my very first trip to the bin. So like these Novara shorts, I paid $1. So yeah, $13.60. Okay, I made $12.60 instead of them just sitting in my closet. I mean, they've been in here. I'm pulling things from 60 days or older, but these have been in here since maybe October or November of last year. So I am more than happy with that. I want to get this stuff out. I want to purge this old stuff that's just been sitting. Things I would never pick up these shorts if I were at the bins today. So it's time to get this older stuff out, even if I'm only making like 10 to 12 bucks. All right, and then the other sale I had that day was on eBay. It was this Athleta burnout tank top. It sold for $14 and my profit was $11.03. Same. Got it at the bins, has been, you know, listed for what, 9 months now-ish, 8 months. Get it out. And then the last day that we're gonna go over, Wednesday, June 15th, I had 2 sales. I sold this for 11 Lemons Tahiti bikini top. This sold for 15. My profit was 12. Got this at the bins forever ago. Was delisted and relisted and sold. This damn bikini top, before it got relisted, I think it had like 38 likes or something. It was ridiculous. It had so many likes on it and no one wanted to bite the bullet. I honestly don't even remember what I had this listed at, but someone sent an offer for 15 and I just said, take it, get it out. And then lastly, I sold this pair of Bow & T Sprint Petite Slinky Scrunch, what does that say? Bum leggings in purple. These sold for 30, I made 24. This was actually a really cool sale because I had never found Bow & T before, and I just thrifted these on, I had thrifted them I think on Monday, so they sold in like 2 days, 2 or 3 days. I found Bow & T leggings and a Bow & T sports bra, and they sold quick. They sold for an appropriate amount. I think I had them listed for 40, but they don't retail for that high, so they really do, they do hold their value. I was happy with a $24 profit. All right, y'all, those were my sales for the week. My plan going into this next week is to just continue doing what I'm doing. Again, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there's not much else I can do. So I'm gonna keep listing every day, keep delisting and relisting those old items, which is really helpful. I mean, yes, it's bringing eyes to those items, but it's also bringing more eyes to my closet, which I think is helpful. And yeah, we're just gonna keep it moving. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, drop me a comment down below, and I will be back on Monday or Wednesday. I don't know yet. Monday or Wednesday with another haul for you guys. All right, I'll see you then. Bye, friends.